Sean, it's just a few hours to the elections. What's the situation now?
Yes, few hours to the election, and a lot of voters are still yet to collect their permanent voter cards. Some of them are still trying the offices of INEC, trying to check out their names, trying to find out how they can get their permanent voter card. We have about 653,748 voters, according to INEC, that have collected their permanent voter cards. But according to what the INEC chairman said at the stakeholders meeting on Tuesday, he says that about 53,000 new voters got their PVC to make up that number that I just mentioned earlier. But more people, more permanent voter cards, we understand, arrived on that same day. And, you know, the rush that you get on the last hour, that's what we are saying. We've gone to some local government areas, to some wards where we saw people trying to check their names on the register, trying to get their permanent voter card. You know what it is like in this part of the world, where people are agitated when they are anticipating to vote and they do not have the basic requisite here. You can see there those people who are hanging around the offices of INEC trying to get their permanent voter card. So a lot of them are really agreed. They want to get their permanent voter card. Their numbers may not be as much, but these are just part of those people who will be willing to vote. But above all, it's been a very peaceful atmosphere in and around Yenagoa, Melton.
Good morning, Sheung. Have you been able to speak with any of the INEC officials, and has there been any reason given for the delay in the voter cards getting to the hands of the electorate?
Yes, thank you, Anna. I actually met with one of the national commissioners who been deployed for this election, Mr. Lawrence Uguruku, one of the national commissioners, who I posed a question to yesterday, asking him why we are getting permanent voter cards at this time, because it's just a few days to the election. And he said to me, look, the permanent cards actually arrived on Tuesday. Don't forget that the CVR, the continuous voter registration exercise, held in the mid and the last week of October for the people of Bayelsa State, and also for Kogi State, who are having their elections in the month of November and December. So they had the CVR, and afterwards, those who just clocked 18 and those who did not have their cards in the last elections, all of them are put together, and those are the ones that are producing for this time around. So the production actually came late from the information that we gathered, and now some of them are hustling to get their permanent voter cards. But in all, INEC says they've made every resources, every arrangement possible to make sure that these people get their permanent voter card. They said they've deployed or they disbursed these cards to the different wards where they registered for them to get their cards. Emmanuel.
All right, Sean, we do know that INEC has already distributed some materials to the local government areas, but then the issue of logistics and the terrain in Bayelsa comes to mind here, being that it has a lot of water bodies across different local government areas. What are the plans of INEC to ensure that no community is left without the materials and they are able to exercise their right?
Thank you, Naja. I mean, that everybody knows that the terrain here in Bayelsa State is peculiar. It's slightly different from most of the states that we have in Nigeria, very close to the sea. You know, it's an island and a lot of water bodies, like you mentioned. So one of the questions that I asked the INEC national commissioner yesterday was just how are you going to make sure that these materials, people who are going to be working with you are safeguarded, their lives are not lost in the process, they're not violated, abused in one way or the other. And he just said to me, Sean, we have provided gumbos to guard these materials, and the people who are going to be working with INEC, there are gumbos in front, on the side, and at the back, to lead the materials and the people to the polling centers where they'll be working. So from what we understand, I spoke with the spokesperson of the military yesterday who are here. They are assisting all other security agencies. They too said so far they've been successful in making sure that there's no violence in the state. And it looks to me like the military are, especially to make sure that they guard the waterways and all of that, they're really set for these exercises. From what we understand also, thousands of policemen, thousands of men of the Civil Defense Corps, thousands of all the security agencies in the security set up in Nigeria, all of them have been deployed for this election. Just one thing that we're waiting for is how they'll be able to coordinate themselves to make sure that especially those areas within the are well guarded, such that that we do not have any occasion of kidnap, any occasion of violence, any occasion of ballot stuffing, any occasion of the theft of election materials. Delta.
All right, thank you very much, Seun, and do stay safe. And we'll get back to you in the course of broadcasting today.
Thank you.